Yeah, welcome back to my channel, and I'm in trouble because hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Chanel and I make cute clothes. And yeah, today I'm in trouble. Today I'm in a lot of trouble because I have a concert in 3 days and it's S for aespa. And I'm supposed to be not recreating, but I'm making a concert costume inspired by one of Winter's stage costumes. I believe she wore this at SM Town, Tokyo. Don't quote me on that. But yes, I was supposed to be making a concert costume inspired by a stage costume that she wore during that concert. And I have everything. We have all the materials. We have everything ready to go. I have the pattern back from my pattern maker. However, I got this pattern back on the 3rd. Today is the 8th. I have 3 days left to make this concert costume and I have not started it. I never made a mock-up version of it, so I don't even know if the pattern works properly. I'm just raw dogging it, really. This is like the fashion designer version of raw dogging it, because the mock-up is so that you can make sure that everything is going to fit and go as planned when you go for the final version. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. I have time to make a really quick mock-up, but even if I make the mock-up and I see something wrong, there's no time left to even go back and say like, oh hey, like I think this is wrong. Now it is 2 o'clock now, it's 1:42 and it's basically 2 o'clock because I spent the first 2 hours. If you guys are not new here, you probably know I usually start around like 12 in the studio. So I did start at 12, but the first 2 hours I was kind of like ping-ponging with my pattern maker because he sent the pattern back. But the first thing that I did notice, even without doing the mock-up, is that the pleats that he used, I think are box pleats, and the pleats that I need that she had on her stage outfit are knife pleats, or there's something closer to a knife pleat. And I don't think I can use a box pleat. So unfortunately, I hope that he's able to fix that at least before tomorrow. But for today, I have to get the bodice done, no matter what's wrong with the bodice. The good thing is I'm not really too frantic or panicking because this bodice is a bodice that I've done several different times. So that's probably why I was like lackadaisically just doing whatever and really not paying much attention to it. Also, I just had a really rough week this week, and I just kind of allowed myself to like rest around more than anything. So, but I do wish I would have done a mock-up, and I do wish I would have pointed out the pleat issue like way before today. But hopefully he's able to like fix that really quick and just send that piece of the pattern back, and then I could just plop it in. But other than that, I have all the materials except for like the ribbon that I need, which is coming tomorrow, and the fabric glue to put the jewels on. I'm gonna put like all the photos and stuff here of like her costume, but everything else it's pretty good. So that's why I'm not like too frantic. But I am, while he's figuring out the pleat situation, I am going to try and make a really quick mock-up because I also noticed that there's lace. I wanted it to be like a lace up back. Like I wanted to have like, how do you say? I don't want to say corset because it's not technically a corset. They say. I'm not using like grommets. I'm just doing like fabric loops type of corseted back. Hers, I don't know if hers has that in the back, but that's what I wanted for mine because I like to be snatched in. And I noticed that I put that I wanted 8 and he only gave me 4 in total. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. I'm gonna have to like add the more notches in for that, which is not a big deal. But yeah, also there's no invisible zip in the back. Like he didn't cut the center back in 2 to make room for a zipper back there, even though I did have a zip that I wanted to have in the back, so there's no zipper. So I don't know how that's gonna work. Maybe it's big enough to where I only need the corseted back, if that makes any sense. We're gonna see. Hopefully that is the case, because if I could get away with not having to insert a zipper in this, that would be great, because that's one less thing I have to do. But yes, we have 3 days to make this costume, and it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not as bad as some other things that I've done. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. Hopefully this opening clip is not too crazy. This is probably going to be a quick video, even though this opening clip is 6 minutes long, because I don't have that much time in the first place. So that's where we are. So today we're going to try and do a quick mock-up and do the entire bodice to completion. I hope. Okay, please don't ask me why I'm sitting down literally after that opening clip. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys the actual material that we have for this. Like I said, I don't expect this vlog to be like that long, because we don't have that much time. We've got, also I'm talking about, oh, I have 3 days. I just watched the clip back. I'm like, oh, I have 3 days. Girl, you do not have 3 days. You have 2, because I forgot I have to get my hair done. But anyways, I don't have 3 days. I actually have 2. I just have this weekend, which is today, Saturday, and tomorrow, Sunday, because on Monday, I have to get my hair done for same said concert. So that's not true. You have 2 days. Now, I mean, my hair usually is pretty quick these days. So I could squeeze out a couple more hours on the 10th. I could honestly, knowing me, squeeze out a couple more hours on the morning of the 11th, but I really do not want to do that. I said I was going to stop doing stuff like that. I really want to try and get it done this weekend. So anyways, the material. So first we have the fabric. I got this from Joann's. This was like Christmas collection. So I got really lucky, because y'all know that they get rid of their stuff like pretty quick, even though Joann's is going out of business. They're literally like actually closing down this time. I don't even want to talk about that. It's making me depressed. And then I got the tulle, because there's like some tulle layers in between. You guys can see like here. I just got the tulle from like one of the fabric warehouse, my local fabric warehouses, like the Dead Stock warehouse. And then we have the chains, like all the beading things that are going on it. Mind you, this is my first time ever, I feel like, doing something like this, something that requires like a lot of bead work. I've never done anything like this yet that I can think of. I'm pretty sure this is my first time doing something like this. So yeah, this will be fun. Mine's is obviously a little different. This is only inspired by it, because I did decide not to do the train, and I also decided to like do less, like, because she has like a lot of black elements in hers, even though I did end up wearing black. But I did change up like a lot of the colors of the jewels, and I'm using this on the sides instead of the black chain that she has like on the side. And then at the top, I'm sorry, like, I'm just a bow girl, and this was before the bow trend. Even my friends were like, you really predicted that trend, huh? And I'm like, no, I just really like bows. I'm just a bow girl. So I am putting a bow, this bow in the middle of mine. I don't know if you guys can see. I just hold it like out to where I am, and maybe it'll focus. I'm not sure. But I'm putting a bow on mine, and it's gonna have like the ribbon like wrapped around the top. So mine is slightly different, but like I said, it's inspired by her stage costume. It's not gonna be exactly the same. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. You know, lining, but the lining is boring. It's just like a red satin. I'll show you guys like the detail shots like at the end. And as I said, I think in my sewing vlog, I don't know, but if it's the first time that you're hearing me say this, I'm probably gonna start putting these special like concert costumes and things of that nature. Anything that I'm doing like a special sewing vlog for, basically anything I'm like, I'm not ever gonna wear this again. It was just for that one thing. I'm gonna put these projects up on my Depop. They're not gonna be on my website, I don't think, with like my actual, you know, lining. But I'm gonna put these projects up on my Depop. So my is is slightly different. This is only inspired by her stage costume. It's not gonna be exactly the same. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. You know, lining, but the lining is boring. It's just like a red satin. I'll show you guys like the detail shots like at the end. product when I launch my shop. These are just only probably going to be on my Depop, or if somebody sees it and they're like, hey, sell it to me. I am going to be selling these like special one-time like makes on my Depop, because I explained in that vlog that like a lot of times I'll make these costumes. Like I have a lot of these concert costumes and I never wear them again. They just go in my archive because they were for that event, like for that time. But I know that somewhere, somebody out there will probably put it to more use, or they would actually like to wear it or just to have it. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't like when stuff goes to waste. So I'm going to be selling like all of these special like makes. Anyways, we're already 10 minutes in. I'm yapping away and we've got nothing going on. So yeah, let's actually get to work. Okay, this is the mock-up that I just did really quickly. This is why you always want to do a toile, a mock-up, whatever you call it. This is why you always want to do one, because you might be thinking like, oh, it looks like it fits pretty good. It does. However, this took a little bit to get on. Obviously I got it on, so it's not too like much of a big deal. In the back, it's looking pretty good. But the reason why I wanted it to be a zip in the design in the first place is because once the skirt is on, it's going to be so much going on down here. I'm literally going to be struggling to get into this thing. So like taking it off is going to be as hard as it was putting it back, or maybe even harder. I want to try and see if I can get it like on from below, because I put it on from like overhead, but I don't know if I'm gonna like bring it up to him and be like, yeah, can we add the zipper in like we were supposed to? But because I don't have a lot of time, and he would like at this point he would have to go back and not redo the pattern, because all he has to do is add seam allowance in the back, which is what I think I'm just gonna do on my own. It's not that serious of a fix. You just cut the center back down the middle and add the seam allowance that would be there for the zipper. I mean, I'm pretty sure I have to look at the logistics a little closely for that, because the skirt backs are also not cut into two. They're cut as a circle. So I don't know. I'm kind of like, I don't know right now, because I'm like, I don't know if I want to play with it myself and put the zipper in like straight into the actual fabric, or do another mock-up with the zipper, but I still don't have the skirt piece, so I can't even tell like what's going on with that. I just don't know. Or if I'm just gonna hope for the best and do it as he sent it, because I can get it on, but I just don't know how I'm gonna fare once there's a skirt and like all that gathering and all the pleats and all that. I don't know what's gonna go on with the skirt. So I don't know. We'll see. It's time to pop open an energy drink, because it's looking like it's gonna be a long weekend. It's gonna be a long weekend. It's gonna be a long 3 or 4 days or whatever, because I couldn't even get it off. So as I feared, because I was like, I could get it on, but I had to cut it down the center back to get it back off. This is a good lesson for us all. Even though I know, but I was just like, I don't even think I realized that the center back wasn't open for a zipper. I don't even think I realized it until I put the pattern together, which was like 2 nights ago. but also I didn't say anything. So this is kind of like on me. Honestly, the whole thing is on me because I'm supposed to be sending in the revisions. So lesson number 236, always take your toile/draft seriously, no matter what it is, because now he has to, like, now we're rushing because I can't use it. It doesn't fit. Like, it fits perfectly, like the fit is perfect, but I can't get in and out of it. There's no mechanism for me to get in and out of it. You know what I mean? Like, I can get in without the skirt, but I can't get out without the skirt. Because I don't even want to know what's gonna have to happen with the skirt. But anyway, so right now I don't know if I want to tell him so that he can create the center back, which would be horrible because then I would have to repiece the entire pattern together. Oh my god. Or if I want to just use the pieces that I already have and just add it in myself. Like, I could add it in myself. And because the garment has that corseted back, there's a lot of room for error here with the sizing thing because I'm going to be cinched in anyway. You know what I mean? Like, there's room for error with the back situation. So it's not something that I'm like, I need him to fix it. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I know how to fix it. It's just, yeah. So I'm not so sure. I'm gonna sit and think on that. I don't know if this is gonna be the end of day one. I have no idea because now I don't even know if I want to cut. There's nothing for me to cut. There is nothing for me to cut because the pieces are all wrong. I was thinking I was gonna do the quick draft today, cut the pattern out, like the bodice out, because I still don't have the skirt because he has to fix the skirt. But yeah, I have nothing to cut because even those bodice pieces are wrong for the back. I mean, I could cut out the 2 front pieces, I guess, but yeah, that's where we're at. So I kind of messed myself up here. That's on me. Like, I should have been doing what I was supposed to be doing, but I was tired. I was having a rough week, but now it's even worse because I don't even have my concert costume. But we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. Like I said, I'm more floating on the side where I'm just gonna fix the center back issue myself because, like I said, there's room for error back there. It is like a laced up back, so it's not that deep, but I also don't want to mess anything up. I don't want to mess anything up because I'm thinking about the skirt portion because none of the skirt pieces in the skirt is 5 layers. Yeah, none of those pieces are also cut 2s. So I'm really playing with fire. I'm really playing with fire, like I don't know. So I don't know if I just want to do the bodice, have the bodice just have a zipper, because it was like that in my original design, only the zipper like stopped where the skirt started. So I don't know if I just want to do it like that, and you know, because the bodice goes all the way down to where my hips start, so it's below the waist, which for me personally, I always want it to be, my zipper to be below the waist, because that's where you really need to like get things on and tuck things on. For me, it's my hip though, because I have like bigger hips. So I gotta think about it. We're gonna see, guys. I'm in trouble. Another thing that I just thought of just now is I can't, even if I wanted to make the back skirt pieces, like cut them into 2 so the zipper could go all the way down, like at least slightly into the skirt, I couldn't do that because the skirt is made up of pleats. Oh my god. And I would have to figure out like the math, and that's why I don't do the pattern making, because I don't know. So I think I'm just going to have the zipper stop at the skirt, and pray for the best, hope for the best, hope for the best, because that's all I got. That's all I got. Also, I'm really thinking about it now. This is literally a designer having their little thought process. I don't even know if I can fix it myself, like add the seam allowance in and then put the zipper in, because I think that's gonna mess with how the skirt will attach to the bottom. Girl, I don't know. I'm about to just tell him and have him figure it out, and
hopefully he can get it back to me tomorrow. Hopefully he can get it back to me tomorrow and we can go at this again tomorrow. But it's looking like I said in the opening clip, I might still be working on this the day of the concert. Golly gee. Of course I would do this to myself. I mean, at least I get to go and play The Sims right now, because that's kind of what I want to do. But oh brother. So it is the next day and it's, let me see, 4:05. Wow, it's 4:05 the next day and we have nothing. We don't even have pieces cut out, you guys. My pattern maker hasn't gotten back to me yet. I went out this morning and I was supposed to go out for like a quick trip to Joann's, and we tried to go yesterday, but they changed their hours. They close at 7 now. I'm pretty sure it's because they're going out of business, I don't know. But we tried to go yesterday and they were closed, so we had to go this morning, and we were like, oh, it's gonna be quick, like we were gonna boop boop in and out. No, we ended up out all day. We just got back maybe like 40 minutes to an hour ago. But yeah, I had to go there because I'm going to end up having to fix this pattern myself because I can't wait any longer. I at least need to get something done. Like, none of it is done. I'm not like panicking too bad because, like I said, this is a design that I'm like familiar with. Like, I've done similar like bodices before, but the only thing is the skirt portion. So I think what I'm gonna do for the two issues, for the first one is the skirt with the box pleats instead of the knife pleats that they're supposed to be. I think I'm just going to cut the pattern pieces like as they are, but I'm gonna double them. Like, I'm gonna basically cut more than what I need, and I'm gonna have to hand pleat. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to hand pleat because I don't have the capacity nor the like known knowledge of how to mathematically create the knife pleats, and I just don't have the time to be watching YouTube videos and TikToks and trying to figure out, you know, mathematically how to, you know, do that. So I think I'm just gonna use the pattern pieces that he already gave me, double them, like cut way more than what I need, and just hand pleat it to the width that it's supposed to be. That should work fine. Like, it should do perfectly fine, and I have much more fabric than I need. That's why I went to Joann's, because I got more of the fabric just in case, because I'm basically winging it at this point. And then for the back is easy. I'm just going to cut, once again, more than what I need. I'm going to make the seam allowance bigger to accommodate for there being a zipper back there, and it should be okay. Like, it's not that serious. There shouldn't be any more problems. It's just going to take longer now because the skirt, instead of me knowing exactly where to pull the pleats to, the skirt is gonna be like, yeah, it's just it might be a little better because now I can just like pleat at my own will, but it is kind of annoying. But it also might be good because it would actually probably be more accurate to how hers is actually pleated, because the pleats that he gave me were like very wide and hers is very small. So I would be able to control it more because there's no math. It's just me guesstimating each, you know, pleat. I'm guesstimating the depth of each pleat. It's literally just hand pleated. So yeah, hopefully it just works out and it does what it needs to do. Push come to shove, we just gather the skirt and it'll just be a gathered skirt instead of a pleated skirt, but I really don't want to do that. So yeah. time I talked to you guys, was yesterday actually, last time I talked, but the last time you guys saw me was this morning when I'm rushing to complete this. I'm not even gonna lie. I just finished getting my hair done. My friend, are we gonna focus? My friend did an amazing job. Thank you so much. You're ever so talented, ever so sweet. Thank you very much. This is cute. So I just finished getting my hair done, and I want to say it's 6:10. The concert is tomorrow, and we leave tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. because we're also staying overnight, so I don't have that much time. I don't know if you guys can see. You guys can see a little bit. I don't think you can, actually. I'm in front of it. I did finish the bodice this morning, and I'm so sorry about the footage. It's mostly me talking, which is so unfortunate, but I'm in such a time crunch that this just is like what's going on. I tried to get as much little clips of me actually working on it as I could, but it's been very difficult because of the timing of it all. So tonight I'm going to basically try to finish it. And we won the Super Bowl yesterday, so that was kind of crazy. I didn't really sleep that well. Go Birds. But I'm gonna try and finish it tonight. I am extremely exhausted. I did want to try to rest at my usual time today so I could actually get some sleep in for the concert day, because everybody knows if you go to concerts a lot that the day of the concert is very hectic. It's always a lot going on, and the day in itself is exhausting. It's always fun, but it's definitely a little exhausting. So I was hoping to catch up on some sleep tonight, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Now I'm kind of trying to decide between closing my eyes for a little bit and taking a little nap and getting back up, or just starting right now and trying to push through the whole thing, because I'm actually really tired right now, but I'm also feeling a little restless. So I don't even know if I could sleep even if I tried. I did finish the bodice. The lining is in, everything is in, and the reason why I was thinking, oh, I might have a couple hours in the morning, which I think I will only have 3-ish hours in the morning, and that's if I get up at 5 or 6, is because I was gonna wait until tomorrow to put the jewels and everything on, but I can't do that because the jewels, I forgot that it takes 24 hours for it to dry. Now granted, it does dry before the 24 hours, but I wanted to at least give it a full day to be, or a night in this case, to be on there. That means I would have to be doing that tonight, and I still have not even touched the skirt. Speaking of the skirt, I did go, and I remember in the other clip I was saying I don't have time to figure out how to mathematically do the knife pleats. I actually did go and figure out how to mathematically do it. I did have a little bit of knowledge of how to do it. I know it's like every 3, and then it's 3 and then you fold to the third one. I do know about knife pleats and how to make a pleat properly, but the mathematics, I just didn't feel like doing that. But I realized me figuring out the math will probably help it speed up the process, and it definitely is going to help, because now I know exactly how much fabric that I need, instead of hand pleating an unknown amount of fabric and just adjusting it as I go. Now I actually know the actual amount, the exact amount, because I don't have a lot of time to be sitting there hand pleating a whole panel that I might not even need, you know what I mean? So I did go and figure that out, and it actually is not as bad as I thought it was going to be, or as hard as I thought it was going to be to figure out. But we're going to see if it works. I hope that it works, because if it doesn't, that means I'm going to have to go with my original plan A, which was to just hand pleat and adjust it to the hip measurement as I go. So this one, I wish I wouldn't have done this. Also, this video was longer than I thought it was going to be. I thought the video was going to be like 15 minutes or something. No. But this is sometimes the reality of fashion design, sewing, whatever you want to call it, whatever this is right now. It is not. Can this be fashion design? Not really. I didn't really design it. This is heavily inspired by it. So anyways, this is just sometimes the reality So I literally have no idea why I do this to myself with these ruffles, these gathers, these pleats. Every design that I do, I always do this gathering and pleating, or I choose something that has this in it. I love it, but it's like all of this needs to be pleated, and this is only one layer. There's 5 layers to this skirt. So I don't know why I do this to myself, but I'm going to get a little bit more comfortable because I just got off the phone with my friend that's going to the concert with me, and I'm like, we're both going to be up because neither, she was like, I'm not ready neither. I think I'm gonna get a little bit more comfortable. I'm gonna put my hair up for the night, put the foam rollers in, and get into something a little bit more comfortable and turn my music on and really lock in because it's 7 o'clock. I did just finish sewing this like together, but I really need to lock in. I want to try and finish this at 11. We'll see. Me and my friend just try to figure out the timing for tomorrow and everything, and I'm like, I need literally every little bit of time that I can get because it's looking like I'm gonna need it.
guys, so that's the end of today's video. It's actually Sunday. The concert was on Tuesday, this past Tuesday, so it's been a couple days now, but I wanted to make sure I got a closing mint and closing commentary because this definitely didn't go how I was expecting it to go. And this definitely didn't go how I was expecting it to go, and that's kind of why the footage is probably all over the place and kind of shoddy. I wish I got more of it, but I honestly, since this was a week ago, I don't remember how much footage I even ended up getting. However, I do love the way that this project turned out. I'm pretty sure, I think I did get some close clips and clips of me wearing it at the concert, which is probably after this clip, I guess. I don't remember. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I don't know. But I do love how it turned out. I think it turned out really cute, and pretty much the exact way that I imagined it, because I didn't want to do the train. I wanted mine to be slightly different, and I wanted the back to be cinched in. So it pretty much came out the way that I wanted it exactly. All the jewels is so pretty. There's not really much that I would have changed except all of the things that went wrong here and there, of course, but that's to be expected sometimes. Sometimes the project goes exactly how you plan it, and sometimes it doesn't. But I love the way it turned out. I did end up doing something slightly different with the skirt. I was going to sew the skirt on as you're supposed to. You're not supposed to see the seam here, but even hers was kind of messy. The whole costume is very messy and chaotic and all over the place. That's how it's supposed to be. So I decided not to sew this how it would traditionally be sewn in at the hip right here. I left this out, and like you can see the stitching. It's pretty cool. It's a really cool piece, and I know I was like, oh, I'm gonna sell these pieces that I really don't wear after that one time, my costumes and stuff like that. But this one, I don't know, I kind of want to keep it because it's so, I don't know, it's so good, and it's so just, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. It's just such a good indicator of how I can bring something like this to life. And I've never actually done something like this before. This is my first time doing something with the jewels and whatnot. Also with the attaching of the jewels onto the bodice, I'm like checking my mic to make sure it's still on because it's dying. So I'm trying to talk really fast. But I use E6000, I think, and that's what everybody was saying to use. That's what all the seamstresses and fashion designers say is best for putting these jewels on if you can't sew it in, because these are flat backs. And it's pretty good. I wore this to the concert. I stuck these on. I know you guys probably saw the day of the concert. All of them are still on. This chain on the side is sewn in, so I expected that to still be on because I hand sewed that in. But the jewels, everything stayed. I was out, I was at the concert, I was moving around, I was dancing around, I was in the snow, I had these big chunky shoes on. It held up pretty well. So I'm really happy about this one. I love her. She came out exactly how I thought. I was going through it, but sometimes you got to go through it to get through it. So I'm really happy about it. But that's the end of today's video. I'm so sorry about the footage. I was just that things weren't working out and I was trying to hurry up and the concert just crept up and I really couldn't stop to film every little thing that I was doing. So I hope that I got enough. I'm actually editing this video today. And it says that I have an hour worth of footage. So I think I got enough. But yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to let this one go. If I do, it probably won't be up when this video was up, which is today. It'll probably be up maybe a week from now or so. If I end up letting it go, I'll post it in my community tab. So, but I don't know. She's so good. I'm so happy with it. Love you. Thank you guys for watching. Bye. Love you guys.